Hello and welcome to another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards Mage Edition. This is the last actual scene for Mage Edition in Hong Kong. So, congrats guys, you did it. Got to be the special hall once in the last scene. Now we find ourselves with the Halloween Claw, planning to fucking rob a gold reserve. Because what else are you gonna do? And I'm going to leave it up to them as they discuss their pre-planning and getting over to the place.
Alright, so Gravedigger's kind of sitting cross-legged in the sanctum. All the books are gone at this point. You know, everything's been moved. Even the club that he's sitting under at this point isn't his own anymore. It's been sold. However, there's one last bit of nonsense that they have to do here. There's one last trick that he has up his sleeve, because you know what? Some fucking hermetic asshole called him a coward, and he's like, nah, bro, you don't get to call me a coward. So this is why they've decided to rob the Hong Kong Gold Reserve. Behold my reasons, for they are many and petty. So, yeah. Tiger, he's going to have a small bowl, or even just a cup of water in front of him. And he's going to bite his hand and let the blood droplets kind of, fleck into the water. He's then going to use the ring that Anthony's given him to basically do the forces sight. And I'll make the Arete roll. He's moving his consciousness, so he can basically... He needs to find where the power for the gold reserve come from, like a generator, or where the main power flow to the building is, if you understand me.
Okay.
Cool.
Your rolls.
Yeah. How many into effects do you want for me to basically move my consciousness to start seeing around the building?
Then you pull up the handy dandy table.
It is handy dandy.
So there is a table for amount of successes that you need for correspondence effects. I'm sorry, it's a chart. My apologies. I'll for terminology in the future. I'm gonna say 5.
Okay, cool. Yep, he gets it with 6. So he will let his mind. Actually, no, I'm gonna put some more into duration so he can actually durate this thing. Okay, yep. He has more than the amount of successes he needs. So he'll let his mind kind of drift and wander. Spider and Pyro are both upstairs waiting to go. They've got an unmarked van that they're going to be using for the purposes of the heist. So yeah, he'll let his... Yep. So Tiger, with Force's side, what's providing the main power to go into this building? Or even the area the building is in?
The main power is being provided by a generator a few buildings down. Forgive me if I get this entirely wrong, because I'm no electrician and don't know how these things actually work. But it is, it's one of those giant block generators. A little ways down, gated in and everything, barbed wire fencing.
Okay, cool. Gravedigger stands up, kind of, severing his connection, but he knows where it is, so he can find it again as he walks up to the car and jumps in the back, and he says, right, boys, so the plan is as follows. We knock over this gold reserve. We don't need to take that much. A couple of ingots should square us over, right? Then we head to Master Desau's place, at which point he uses whatever woojamigyu he has and gets us the fuck out of the city before the technocrats turn it to dust. We all savvy?
Okay, so what are we gonna do with the gold we can't take?
Leave it, I guess.
Can we like irradiate it or something?
What the fuck do you want to irradiate it for?
Mm.
To have the entire Chinese military chasing us.
See, that's the difference between you and me. You're not fun. I'm fun.
And I don't have a death wish.
That's not true at all, and you know it. Anyway,
Shut up, Spider.
no.
Now,
I'm like,
girls,
he's
you're
like-
both pretty.
But I'm prettier, right?
Right, whatever you choose to believe.
I
Some
win
more
this
of
one.
a-
I look over and while I'm applying my skull face paint, I look over and give a kiss.
Right. The plan is, as I say. By the way, Gravedigger isn't talking as he says this because mental link. Aha.
Right.
He'll say, the plan is simple. It's all good. By the time we get out of this, we will fly. When we get to Seoul, we'll have a plane that's going to be taking us to Zurich. At which point, we will deposit the gold there. Hell, if they'll handle Nazi gold, the Swiss don't give a fuck. God, I love the Swiss.
I like the cheese.
I'm sure you do.
I like their chocolate.
I'm sure you do. No one's going to talk about their cuckoo clock. Somewhere out there's a really fucking fugly changeling who's swearing into the sky.
Yeah, but that's that. He was doing that before anyway.
Not wrong.
He's apparently
I wonder
not ugly. He's average.
if you have a cock with a rooster attached to the front, is it
Right.
technically a cock?
Spider,
Yes.
get going. You know
All right.
the GPS knows where we're going. I'll take down the power when we get there, at which point it's going to get interesting.
So while we're driving, I say, so I mean, it's not wise, right? But like we could stop off in Mexico on the way back, right?
No.
But all right, fine. Just,
Is this because you, and I quote, I haven't gotten a fucking decent churro in this country since I fucking showed up here?
first of all, churros aren't that Hispanic. So first of all, I know I didn't say that. Second, no, I mean we're going from your home, motions to Gravedigger, to your home, motions to Pyro. I'm just, I would have liked to have stopped over in mine for maybe like a layover, but whatever.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. Because we can move around freely when we get the fuck out of this city. We'll go to Cinco de Mayo this year, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
There we go.
I was just thinking like a layover is all, and by the way, this is all just while we're driving, so it's the idle chit chat you see in a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
As I've said, Rebecca's gone on ahead in order to make sure that there are no funny business on the way. She's chartered our flight, so we'll have about 2 or 3 hours in Seoul before we have to go. Actually, that raises the point. I'm not exactly sure when Master Tassel is going to spit us out in Seoul. Hopefully, it won't be far from the airport. We'll see how that one goes.
If we find ourselves like,
I'm just hoping he doesn't mix up north and south.
I was going to say it might be slightly unusual if we pop up in the middle of Pyongyang, but then again, you never know.
be
But
honest,
you know what? I'm sure we could take over.
yes.
I don't.
Just sound like a good name for North Korean missile technology.
I don't want to take over North Korea.
This is the difference between you and me. I'm fun.
Keep telling yourself that.
I told you, death wish.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, so Tiger, as we eventually pull up to relatively, what kind of building is the reserve itself?
That's a very, very sturdy, like office, not office, but government building. Like
Okay,
it's
cool.
clearly designed to be if somebody has to go in there, like they want them to be safe, and B, if you don't have to go in there, it's going to tell you to fuck off as loudly as it can.
By the way, Tiger, important question because we weren't exactly sure. As we drive, I'm going to kind of look over through the building with correspondence to kind of get a sense of it. Hang on, I'll do the casting roll again. Do 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 do. Gonna spend a willpower and raise the difficulty by 1. Hooray! I did not fail. Do do do. Do 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 do. Yep, I just barely get enough successes to view it. Tiger, because I've also got Matricide up for the duration, and I've seen it before, particularly in the tower. Does there appear to be any premium in this building?
You don't know. Because the instant you try to look into the actual building,
So that, yes, he'll smile and he'll say, "Gentlemen, it would appear as though the building's been warded."
No, what's it called? Spider's face kind of does like a double take, and he looks back and he goes, "Abort?" Question mark. Like says it with a fair amount of like, should we just walk away right now?
No, if we walk away, it will have all been for a waste. And we
Yeah,
can't.
but look, I'm not saying necessarily, but I'm saying it out loud just in case if things get. We can always walk away.
Yes, if things go wrong, we can always bail. But
Once we pass the threshold, once we get into this, there's no turning back.
I very much beg to differ.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much anything to Sandy, he tries hard enough. And he points at Gravedigger.
I'm just saying, now would be the time to back off, and now is definitely if we are to do so. I'm still ready to do this, and I'm ready and I'm willing. I'm just saying.
Okay. Tiger.
yes.
I'm going to use my own prime sight to try and basically observe any. Because with prime, as far as I know, I can observe magical constructs. I'm going to try and observe wards using prime sight.
Oh.
So I believe again using my foci, this will become diff 3. Okay, that's 3 successes.
1 second.
All right. There you are.
One second.
I can read out the dice roll I got if you prefer.
No, I'm pulling up something. You said 3 successes?
Yeah, I got a 5, 8, 2, and a 6. So 3 of those are.
Okay. 1 second. 1 second. So you try to look into the constructs and your sight blinks off again. The prime sight does.
Yeah, what, like, in terms of detail, what can I observe? Like, I'm assuming I'd be able to see, like, if it's a straight up wall style of ward where you hit it and bounce off. I'm assuming I'd see like a wall of energy. If it's something to sense it, maybe like a net.
The second your gaze passes over it, the prime sight blinks off.
Blink, blink.
Yep.
Stop the van, Spider. Assuming you haven't already.
I was about to say. I assumed that we were pulled over. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not driving towards the place at this speed with you guys.
Okay. Opens the back door, leans out, looking up and down. Tiger, is there anyone like visibly on the street as I'm looking up and down it.
Nope. Empty street. There's the building.
I'll turn to Spider. Hold on. Is the engine still running in the van?
That's a Caleb.
I didn't
question.
shut it off. Yeah, I didn't shut it off, man.
Okay. Get ready to drive quickly. I'm going to try something.
But share with the class before you just start poking things. Just
Here's
what?
the thing. I have a suspicion this is a paradigm ward.
Okay.
If
What
it
do you-
is, we need to get the fuck out of here.
So is this job skunked then?
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to try a spell, very minor one. If it doesn't work at all, then we know this place has been paradigm warded. We need to get the fuck out. So basically,
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a metal fence or something nearby around it.
Yeah, there's a few metal fences up and down the street.
Okay. I'm going to go to the one in front of the reserve. Is it labeled with anything like electric fence or anything like that?
No.
I'm going to basically try and make a spark jump from my fingertip to the metal of the fence. That should be small enough and unobtrusive enough that should count as vulgar without witnesses.
How are you making the spark?
I'm going to use magic. I'm going to risk.
Okay, Okay, I was gonna say if you just make a fire spark come out of nowhere, then yeah, it's gonna be vulgar.
Yeah,
but
without
it will be with.
that. I'm.
You know, I think it's more he wants to see if the spark can get past the bumping barrier. Because if it can, it's not a ward against a paradigm. It might just be a ward against correspondence.
Yeah, if it doesn't work at all, then there's something that will interfere with our magic. In which case, the mission is off. So
Go ahead and roll.
And this should be. Hold on. For this particular one, let's see. A second. This, I believe, is a Forces 3 effect, even though it's small, so that would make it 5.
Well, you'll need prime 2 because you're making something out of nothing.
Yeah, I've got that. But the diff is based on 5 sphere.
Okay. And vulgar effects start at 4.
Say that again?
Vulgar effects start at 4 plus the highest sphere plus additional spheres.
Oh, yeah. Hold on then. So that would be.
Math, you're looking at diff 8.
Hang on. Base difficulty is highest sphere plus 4. We'll make it 7. I'm using a personalized and specialized foci because I have one for forces. This takes it down by 2. Knocking it down to 5, I believe.
6 because you have an additional sphere added.
All right. Okay then. So 6 it is. I'll take 2 rounds, like doing it quietly, concentrating. Want this effect to go off properly. Okay, so that's 1 success and 2. That's 3 successes total, Tiger, which I believe is just enough to make the effect work. So,
the tiny little spark starts at the end of your finger, pops onto the, and then just it lets itself out naturally.
so it doesn't fizzle on contact.
Right. Like it's clearly there for a second, but there's nothing really for it to burn because it's a metal fence.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. In that case,
I think the important question is though it went through the thing that we can't see through, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
in that case,
As far as you know.
Go back to my team. It looks like it's not a paradigm ward. I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Gravedigger concentrates again on finding. He concentrates again on finding the generator he found last time. Yep, there we go. He finds it, and Tiger, he's gonna find. You know how generators will generate electricity and then send the electricity out of a main, basically out of their main circuit to power things?
From the main transformer.
Yes. Essentially, what he's going to do, and yes, this is vulgar as ball. I accept this. Is he's going to change because most wiring and such in generators, to regulate the power, is going to be made of copper and other very conductive very conductive metals. He's going to find a vital component in the machine that has a lot of power flowing through it, and I'm going to change it into a non-conductive material.
Cotton candy.
What was that? Sorry, Caleb?
Cotton candy.
I'm not turning it to cotton candy.
That's
Turn it into cotton candy, you fucking coward.
yeah, exactly.
Hang on. Tiger, are you going so far as to say you dare me to turn it into cotton candy?
I triple dog dare you, motherfucker.
You know what? It's being turned into cotton candy. God damn all of you.
I would just point out, I think you're about as vulgar. I would like to just point out, I think it's as vulgar as it can get before then, so I think cotton candy is just sort of icing on the cake.
Tiger, yes, it becomes cotton candy, and the electricity should shut off as it eats through its own power distribution network. Oh dear.
All right.
Now you've lined the electrically charged thing with molten sugar.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Hazard.
Actually, thinking about it, if you were more selective with the material, you could make it burn.
Well, that's the thing. He's now made a big fire hazard, so that generator burning.
Cotton candy is, as far as I know, it's a sugar floss. It shouldn't conduct, so it wouldn't burn. It would burn somewhat, but the circuit ends. If you were to turn it into something like carbon, or there are different materials that would act as a resistor, which would then burn. You'd have mass electrical fires.
I'm not trying to be a dick, and I figure, hell,
Yeah.
I've already turned one of the probably most valuable and conductive elements of their generator into cotton candy. Let's see what happens. I'll take that 2 paradox, by the way. Paradox.
Yep, I'm now at 1 extra point of paradox. So
Yeah. So you will notice in some of the buildings, like there are apartment buildings and stuff around, the lights will go down for them. But the lights and the reserve flicker, go down for a little bit, and then they come back on.
So it can be assumed that they have a backup generator.
Yeah. 'Cause why wouldn't they? Yeah.
Wait, timing links have backup
bear
generators.
in mind, Gravedigger, if you want to really foresee done, I am kind of the specialist.
No. Right, guys, fuck it. Gravedigger says he kind of pops up onto his feet in the back of the van and opens the door to let himself out. He'll just say, right, we're going in. Come on.
Let's go. Target. I'm going to
Yes.
once we. I'm assuming there are camera wires or something along of that nature within sight.
Yeah, there are cameras and stuff around. You can see where they're
In that case,
being directed into the building.
what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of correspondence as well. I'm going to essentially create electromagnetic interference. Because enough of that coursing through the video feed wire should fuck up the camera feeds. Not enough to destroy the cameras, but enough to turn blurry and crackly and shit. It will look like a normal technical fault. So doing
Okay.
this-
Do your rolls, my guy.
Okay. This will be coincidental, yes?
Yeah, because it could just be like random interference that comes through. Cameras aren't infallible.
Would you go so far,
Circuitry can
Tiger,
be
as to
bad.
say, shake that funky music, white boy?
I wouldn't, because that has nothing to do with the situation, you fucking clod.
+1 for the correspondence, but then minus. I like extremely personalized custom foci. Are my main things.
Yeah.
So
Especially with a roll like that. Jeez.
Good lord.
Rolling some more. Okay, that's good. That's a total of 4 successes.
You might want to. How much stamina do you have?
2.
You might want to make a stamina roll to continue the casting, because no, 2 successes. That's enough to affect the cameras for a scene. So yeah, in theory, that's good.
So, how much are you putting into effect and how much into duration?
2 into effect because it's a forces 2 effect, and 2 into duration to make it last for a scene.
Okay. You can definitely feel some resistance, but the effect does go off.
Question: do you all still have Prime Sight up? I assume so. Oh,
No, the instant you tried to look over the thing, your prime sight went down.
Right. Because that makes it difficult to detect if any of their wards have been triggered. Right.
By the way, I should point out for posterity, we're dressed in very plain black, nondescript clothing with masks and hand gloves, even though we can't be perceived by ordinary people, etc.
But if you said it's black, it's been described. So how can it be nondescript if you've described it?
Dun dun dun.
I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing my usual golf club clothes with skull face.
Yeah, I'm walking around in a black and crimson 3-piece suit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, conspicuality went out the window. Thanks,
We
guys.
are the sports of Hong Kong. What do you
There
expect?
are two things. One, you said that you can make it so we're invisible.
I
2,
can.
if I die, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, if I'm gonna go down, I want to be wearing some clothes I'm willing to be buried in.
So what you're saying is, at least if you die, you will die well dressed. The only good quote from the entirety of the Patriot movie. Okay.
In that case,
I guess.
Okay, Tiger. Probably going to give me a headache. Going to try reactivating Prime Sight, looking directly at the door.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, you could try and just put so many successes in that you burn through the ward, basically. The ward can only stop so much.
Okay, I'm going to tell you 2 guys to stop. And, all right, so let's see. So, roll number 1. I believe this. Give me a second. Yeah, it would go down to diff 3. Right here. So that's 3 successes. Roll 2. That's another 4 successes. So 7. Stamina roll time.
You can spend willpower on stamina rolls. God knows I do that all the time.
Okay. That gives me an extra success. So, what's the diff for the stamina roll?
Standard.
Say that again.
Standard. Diff 6.
Okay. In that case, that's 3 successes on the stamina roll.
Okay. You're good.
A big bulky bastard. How long can I roll for now before I need to roll again?
Another set of rolls equal to your stamina, and next time the stamina roll will be increased by 1.
So 2 more rolls. Okay. 3. That gives me Another 3 successes, but also do ones detract on arete rolls?
Yes.
Fuck it. Okay, so that's that would be 9 successes now. And I'll do one more roll, and I'll spend a willpower if I can. I believe I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Jesus Christ. That's a shite roll. That's 11 with a. That's 11 successes with one more, so that's grand total of 12 successes on my prime sight roll. Going to spend 2 successes to make it. Actually, no, not even going to make it last for a scene because I'm testing this. So, I'm going to use 1 success to make it last for a single turn and dedicate the other 11 to try and punch through the ward, see if it's even doable.
Okay. So you do see the wards, and you also see Premium.
I see premium. Rightio. That confirms my theory. Okay, after a turn, you'll see him rub at his eyes. Man, that stinks. There's premium in there.
Fuck.
It's
How much of the shit?
Tiger. Based on that 1 turn's worth of observation, how much did I see?
There's a pretty good chunk. Like, Premium's not the most common thing around, but whatever they're doing and making and mass producing or whatever, they've imported quite a bit of it here.
Right, I will relay that information.
Oh, Gravedigger kind of rubs his. He nods. Correct me if I'm wrong, actually, because Master Desau said this to him at one point, Tiger. So you can correct me if you want or not. Isn't gold an actual important ingredient in making Premium?
Yes, it is.
That would have been fucking helpful earlier.
He'll say, "Holy shit! They're converting the gold reserve into Premium."
Wait, are you saying this place is a fucking premium factory?
Essentially,
wait.
yes.
You're saying that this is Crimea?
There is a very calm moment where Gravedigger reaches into his pocket, removes a cookie, and hands Spider the cookie.
No, Sergio, bro, I don't know what that is. Well, the Crimea is
Okay.
an area of the Ukraine, but like,
Not anymore, technically. It's an area of Russia, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Right, okay, to explain, Premium is essentially the Mechno-Techno's fucking super metal. It's in a whole bunch of their shit, and it's nasty as fuck.
In that
Nasty.
case, I think I know what we do when we leave here.
go to Crimea?
No, and all the gold into something else, like iron pyrite. I assume you can do that. Looks at Gravedigger.
Gravedigger's kind of rubbing his temples at this moment in time, and he says, "Let me think. Let me fucking think." Okay, right. When you managed to see them, have the wards been tripped?
Tiger?
Yes.
Right. Yes, they had, or at least it certainly looked that way.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm not gonna let that fucking hermetic be right.
You know what, man? We can rob a lot of things and still say that you're not a coward.
Fuck.
He'll look at the two of you. Chaps,
What?
Yeah.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
If I
I
were
might
to
also
die,
have it in our
if I were to die in a particularly spectacular way, would people speak well of me?
Probably
Well-
not. I know I wouldn't.
No, God, no. I'd say that you were a dick.
Excellent.
You're not going to
Okay.
die in a You're not going to die in a spectacular way, though.
Walk over to the door, put my hand on the door, and basically try and apply enough force to break the lock open.
Why? Why you do this?
Because the wards have already been triggered, we can't be seen by cameras, and we're invisible to people. At this point,
Okay.
the only thing we're waiting for is
Um,
the technos.
Before we go on with this, I just want clarification on one thing. You guys are past the fence now, so you've left the van behind. You're past the fence. You're by the
Yes.
door. Okay.
Well, just to clarify, Tiger, I'm basically going to walk up to the front door, put my hand on it, push it with my hand, and use forces to effectively increase my strength rating, mechanically speaking, to try and push so the door breaks open.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right, so I'll do this round by round because I assume it's going to take a bit of a concerted effort. This will again be a prime 2 forces 3 effect. Again, this will be vulgar without witnesses, yes? Because I'm pushing a door open with my hand.
Yes, it would be vulgar without witnesses.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so that would take it to 7 to 6.
Okay, I will say I'm still in the back of the van. I'm like, so before I get out of this van, what you said that stuff is nasty, you know? How
Yes.
nasty?
Very nasty.
No, I mean like not. Oh man, it looks really I mean, in what variety?
Halfway through this conversation, you will all feel the van sink a bit.
Mm-mm. What was that?
Tiger, let's pop proverbial head out of van and have a look down, shall we?
I remind you, I'm standing at the door. The other two are open.
Yeah, we get it, Anthony. We're just looking down and seeing why the van is sinking.
The tires appear to have been slashed.
Nice.
What?
Yep.
I tell you what, while Anthony's still casting to blow the door in, can we perk alert to see if we can see what's eating what slashed the tires?
Sure, go ahead and roll it.
Yay.
It will be at diff 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Tiger,
And
how much of a duration? I assume that I got 10 successes total. How much of a duration would have taken?
you could just fucking, with 10 successes, you could just put it all into effect and just fucking rip the lock in half with your bare hands.
Right. Essentially,
That's-
10 in effect. Push forward. Door slams open. Right.
Because that is enough to do 20 lethal. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Okay. You guys. I just pushed open door. I'm just going to turn around and call out. Doors open.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we have other fishes to fry, proverbially.
Gravedigger kind of sighs as he steps out of the car and flicks his sword out of his cane as he says, "Yes, well, unfortunately, Pyro's just kind of set our course for us."
Yeah.
And besides, Gravedigger is a matter specialist. He can easily.
No, I'm not.
He's a spirit specialist. Can you start remembering who your friends are?
Okay.
And this is the life specialist talking.
More matter than the rest of us.
That doesn't mean I'm a specialist.
You're a specialist of the group.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Tiger, that was no successes on the perk alertness, so if something jumps me as I step out, that is entirely cool.
You don't notice anything out there. That's really great.
Could you repair the tires?
Probably not.
All right. What level of matter do you have?
Matter 2.
You should be able to.
I can.
Yes.
I also have matter too, but
It's fine. Look, we'll continue. Look, we'll continue on. As I say, Anthony has kind of set our course for us.
Also, Tiger,
should I Uber maybe?
when I opened the door, did I see anything on the other side?
You see an empty room. And also alarms going off.
Time to you. You know what? Bollocks to this. We're going all out here, aren't we?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We're really not. Please stop making assumptions for Spider. Spider really kind of wanted to walk away earlier.
I was kind of in the same boat. Thank you, Anthony, for deciding our course.
Or did he, as I start to walk away?
Tiger,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk.
And hang on. Whoa. Before we start, Anthony, 1 second. Before we start doing anything else, if you continue to go into the building, we will have to roll initiative between you and I.
No. Okay.
I'm not going to kill him, or I'm not going to kill him or anything melodramatic. I'm just making a point that Gravedigger's going to stop you.
Where is the alarm panel when the door is opened? Is it deep inside or is it right by the door? Right. In that case, I will wait for the other door.
Gravedigger's going to kind of calmly say to Spider, I get the distinct impression we should be out of here.
I feel like this went sideways very quickly, and it wasn't our faults. My
Right.
question is the information we just gained about the Crimea that they are making, is that enough information for us to maybe use that to curry
Yes.
favor in a way?
I tell you what. Gravedigger flips out his phone. By the way, he mentally he's telling Anthony to come back here now.
Okay, so stop
Sorry, there's a whole bunch of background noise. Ow, ears. What did you say, Anthony?
You'll stop walking back when you send the rental.
Okay, cool. Hey, Tiger, since you're the one here, I will send it to your major NPC. Yay!
Okay.
He's going to text the temple and say, so, thought you might want to know, ... happy face emoji, ... heart emoji, ...
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you because the instant you look at your phone, it says no signal.
Excellent.
Oh,
Ah,
so,
But
you know,
no one will read my heart emojis?
No one will read your heart emojis.
That makes me sad, Tiger.
Well,
typical bloody.
do I have service?
no.
I don't think any of us have.
I was gonna get us an Uber, but okay.
I love how cheerful he is. Right, so when Tiger, what's the not the gauntlet rating, the other one. What do they call the Shadowlands rating?
The wall? No, the shroud? The shroud.
That's the one.
Yes. What is the current? Because the technocrats, believe it or not, the one thing that they're actually really weak in is they tend not to fuck with the Shadowlands because they don't believe that there is life after death or the soul continues. They don't believe in the soul, actually. It's really weird. What is the current shroud rating here?
10.
Beg your pardon?
10.
10? Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to spend a willpower. Oh, that sweet, sweet willpower.
Also, Tiger.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
I'm going to assume that I have been using magic at various points over the last few, like just for the sake of convenience. So I've now got a total of 6 paradox in my system. I believe now
You need to roll backlash.
time for you to call for a backlash.
Yes.
You see, I'm a good player. I let my GM know when he should.
You let your player know when it's time for him to fuck you over, and I appreciate that.
Let's see. I roll my 6 dice, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Standard def ones will subtract.
Please let me botch this roll. Please, God, let me botch this roll. That is 1, 2, 3 successes on that roll, which I believe gives me. I roll 3 die of bashing damage, and
You take 3 bashing, and you can try to soak it.
yeah, and I acquire a trivial paradox floor. So
Yes.
I only have 2 stamina, so I'm taking 1 bashing regardless. So, okay, that's 2 successes.
Better Buddy Road is your best friend.
I don't think he has like 3.
Better body should. I did love it when the Life 5 mage admitted he'd never used better body on himself, and I'm just sitting here going, why?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 paradox left in my system, and I've taken 1 bashing. I'll obviously
Nice.
argue that you should be telling paradox.
Okay. Basically, grabbing Spider and Pyro, literally in Pyro's case, possibly, Gravedigger is going to slash his sword to the ground and open up a momentary rift between this realm and the Shadowland. Because
How many successes?
beg your pardon?
How many successes did you get?
It's a diff 8 because it's the difficulty of the shroud minus 1 for foci and 2 for custom foci, so that would make it diff 8, and I got 2 successes.
That is not enough to open a portal into the Shadowlands.
Okay, how much is it to open a portal into the Shadowlands?
It's at least 5.
Okay, in that case, I will continue the casting. La la la.
Okay.
If
Trivial
anything
flaw. Let me figure out his trivial flaw real quick.
Ooh.
You're going to feel, whenever you start building up a lot of static and you can kind of start feeling it, start standing on it and everything.
and just everything you touch just shocks you.
Yeah, that's what you're feeling right now for 24 hours, Anthony.
Okie dokie.
Nice. You are the human metal detector, or the human, the human compass.
Test the coil. Don't come near me.
Anyway,
Mike.
so in the next round of casting, that's another spending a willpower, so that's another 2 successes. So he's building it up. If anything wants to attack me,
I'm gonna prep myself. I'm ready with guns cocked, and this all looks bad.
1 second.
You know, if you can't make a portal out of here, we're just gonna use the legs that we have. Going to run.
Okay.
yes, we are. Like the punk bitches, we are.
Yep. Run like the cowards we actually are, it turns out.
I would point out I'm not a coward. I just know what. Okay, if someone dared you to stick your dick in Jaws' mouth, and you go no, they go, what a coward. No, I just.
At this point, is Jaws alive or dead? Because if he's dead, I don't really mind.
I'll point out this is. Look, man. At this point, I don't want circumcision by a great white shark, and that's what I feel like.
I will point out, gentlemen, Anthony's okay to have his dead shark fetish. It's okay.
Look, all of
Moving
us
on.
have. I mean,
How much
What's,
armor
you
do
know-
you have?
What was that? Sorry. What was that? Sorry, Tiger.
How much armor do you have again?
7.
7? I need you to soak 8 ag.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay, if he survives this, the 3 of us are running like bitches.
If he survives this, he might get his last. If he survives this, he should hopefully get his last round of casting, and we can escape, and we might be able to escape. It's just the standard diff to soak, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. He soaks 4 of it.
Okay, so you take 4 ag.
Ow!
as you see an energy blast come out of what appears to be nowhere, and then you see a very bland-looking man in a gray suit holding an energy pistol,
Tiger,
and he will run off.
before he even gets a chance to speak, I'm going to, and I know this is like, I do technically own a Periapt,
Mhm.
so this is going to be difficult. So I'm going to try and hurl lightning at the bitch from my
Okay.
hand. Yes, I'm aware this is going to be fully vulgar because technocrat.
Tiger, he did bad things to my insides.
He did do bad things to your insides, and he's not taking the chance to speak. He is shooting, and then he's going to run.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay, if we steal that gun, we're heroes.
9 minus 2, so 7, and I'm using 3 coins. Thank God for this Periapt to lower the diff down to 4.
Okay.
And then I'm hurling lightning at this son of a bitch. Four successes.
You're
That's
putting it
And
to damage?
all of it, yeah, all of it's going on damage. I'm throwing. Because I shouldn't need more than a turn for an arc of lightning to hit him.
Okay.
So I believe since it's forces, I believe it's pretty much. Oh no, that requires me to charge it with prime. So yeah, that's 8 levels of lethal.
Yeah, and he botched his soak roll. If you could wait, hang on, let me make sure. Yeah, if you could botch a soak roll, he would. So he's fucking dead.
Okay, once he's down, turning to Spider and screaming, "Grab that fucker's gun!"
No, don't. Gravedigger will
No.
say as blood comes out of his mouth. They self-destruct.
Could I blow his arm off?
He's dead.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've just electrocuted him. In that case, I'll
Okay,
let's
okay,
run in the other direction.
No, hang on. Gravedigger will then take this time, spit the blood. No, actually, he'll take great effort not to spit his blood out or leave any of his blood behind. As he's going to do his last round action to cast, or his current round action to cast. So it's 4d10 F8. Going to spend another sweet willpower. Yeah, holy crap, he does. He's going to knock this all into duration. A portal will appear beneath us and suck us into the Shadowlands.
Okay. Did you remember to spend a willpower to ignore wound penalties? Oh wait, no, those don't apply to Arete. Never mind. Ignore that. You guys get pulled into the Shadowlands, and as you start to get your bearings, you realize you are surrounded by 3 very heavy hard suits.
Huh.
This is why I said we should run. Yeah, slow clap.
Oh. Well played. That's all I have to say to the technocrats.
Yes.
I hope we're worth it. And to quote a great American in his last moments of life, choke on him.
We're not dead, gentlemen. We're not dead yet for a start. I tell you what, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Give me a second.
Okay. Whenever you get back,
I reiterate, choke on him.
whenever we get back, we will be rolling initiative. So if you need to take a break or get a snack or whatever, now is the time.
I'm charging myself with the power of evanescence. My goth juice will kill them.
That's not why you're supposed to tell them to choke on them.
No, the choking on them is when the zombies are devouring my legs, which is what will soon happen.
Well, Evan does have 8 wraiths, technically.
Yeah, no, well, because of the way this is looking, no, they're probably already dead or in a box or dead in a box.
Yeah, well, they've been turned into soup labels or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, this was
This was a bad idea from start to finish.
I want to go. what's it called? Spider goes on record and says, "I wanted to rob a small bank. You know, I wanted to walk in a room and be like, hey, everyone on the ground, this is a raid." But no, everyone's like, let's go rob a place with gold.
I didn't know that was Gravedigger's idea. I just
point out there are reasons why you just rob small case stuff.
Yeah, I go along with his idea because he pays part of my bills.
Yeah, this is why you still disagree.
This is true. If we survive this, I suggest that you and I don't know.
Dude, if I don't die round one, right, I think I'm maybe the only one with like the combat abilities to survive, and even then, I don't think I'm going to.
Well, to be fair, it does take an extra 7 successes to hit us.
Yeah, they were still surrounded, and they were waiting for us.
Say that again, Tiger?
With kinetic weapons.
Yes.
Bollocks!
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you didn't see this shit coming?
Well, I'm
telling you, dude, we're
Paradox. I can technically afford to go boom boom if I must.
You know,
there's a reason they call high-level forces majors nukes.
Well,
they tend to die catastrophically.
Let me put it this way: there is enough of us that our death will cause sorrow amongst the mage community.
Not really.
No, the three
hang on,
mages.
guys. For the record, this is a weird quirk I have out of character. I don't like fatalism.
Yeah, I don't care, Adolf Hitler. I understand that's what Hitler said a bunch of times. I'm not being fatalistic.
Well, no, I mean, I'm being realistic. I go into these fights intending that I'm going to win, or at least make a good showing of myself. Saying, we're going to die, we're going to die is just anti-productive.
And technically speaking, saying that we're going to win is also too. But I'm going to go down swinging if I go down. Like, understand, my hands aren't going up until I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna give everybody one last chance before we roll initiative. If you need to use the restroom or go get a snack or a drink or whatever, now is the time.
I got a bottle. I have an empty bottle and a bottle of water. Let's do this.
My initiative is 10. I rolled it there, so I'll put it in the chat.
Listening to edgy music to give me superpowers.
The worst thing is Evan and Caleb both get extra actions. Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could have been investing in spheres, in Time Sphere. Don't be giving me shit because you didn't.
You're the time guy.
I don't care if you learn it too. If we survive this, I'll teach you some time.
That means our initiative is actually... Because in the How Do You Do That book, when you give yourself extra access, that you actually give yourself extra time. So that means it also increases our initiative based on how much quicker we are. I can fucking.
You can either get the extra actions or get increased initiative, but you cannot have both.
That's entirely fair.
What's our? What's it called? It's a D10 plus what for initiative?
Plus your dex and wits.
Okay. I figured that's what it was. What's 4 plus wits? That's 7. So hopefully I get a 17 and I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone's okay if rather than solve this problem with fight, I
11.
magically get us to bitch out, right?
Yes.
You can get
okay.
I'm trying to survive. I was already in favor of walking away early on.
Yeah, so was I. Oh well.
With this, however.
Spider, do you have your initiative up yet?
Yeah, 11. Let me. Where am I putting it?
In the,
like,
yeah, if you like.
I'll put it on the chat here, or on the
Hangout chat.
Yeah.
The issue is, you see.
I did it, Caleb, for you.
Players.
Okay. Well.
Is
I still can.
Spider and Gravedigger, and yeah, unless the bad guys go first, It's Captain Paradox going first.
Okay, so I will go ahead and put the initiative order in. You okay? You all right?
Oh, girl, please.
Ooh,
Ah,
don't know how to fix.
ah.
You okay?
I think Kim's dying.
She popped one of her knuckles out of place, opening a bottle of wine.
Oh,
Ow. On the bright side, guys, in the event we all die horribly, we get to come up with a new group concept. Yay!
Right, so
how do you
Tiger,
feel about Dragonlance?
do any of the bad guys have an initiative above 13?
Yeah, I'm putting the order in the chat right now.
Oh shit. Jesus Christ.
All right, who has intimidation? Oh, I have intimidation.
Yeah, but
What do you think?
You're number
Okay.
5 in the initiative.
I'm okay, Tiger.
You're good? Okay. Cool. Kim's good. It's cool.
Hooray!
You had a question, Anthony? Sorry.
Basically, I was just asking like what their initiative order was because I'm just thinking. I'm basically trying to rationalize whether or not Pyro would just attack straight off.
Give me a mage lore roll. Intelligence mage lore.
Right, in Mage Lore, give me a moment.
It'll be standard diff.
Alright, just give me a second.
I'm okay. I'm just going to go some hot circumstance.
Tiger, does my for Mage Lord, does spec and scholarly count?
Yes.
That's 4 successes.
Same, 4 successes.
So you both know that generally in other planes of existence, such as the Shadowlands or the Umbra or the Dreaming, Paradox does not give a fuck.
So that
You do.
So this is a situation where going balls to the wall, burn their eyes out.
Is a good idea.
Right. Also,
Definitely a good idea.
by the same roll, would we be able to more or less guess that since Paradox doesn't affect us here, is it more likely to affect their reality sciencey Shuzzaman?
No.
Right.
Like Paradox takes it's completely carte blanche as far as this stuff goes.
Right.
But also bear in mind, for example, the one saving grace we have is it's very difficult for them to introduce things like Primium and other things like that in a different realm of existence because that realm kind of rejects it, from what I'm led to understand. It kind of has the static reality thing.
I don't believe so.
So the Ukraine or Russia don't exist in the Shadow Realm.
Fuck.
All right, so Tiger, the hard suit 1. Lay it on us, bro.
Okay.
Daka Daka.
He's going to shoot an energy blast at you.
At who?
At you, Greg
Oh,
Digger.
yeah. Okay.
Because you're already bleeding from the mouth.
I am somewhat bleeding from the mouth.
You may well be about to join your own wraiths.
I'm aware of this fact.
And just so you guys know, I put on My Chemical Romance as the Welcome to the Black Parade.
It does sound like appropriate music for this moment.
Not
It
wrong.
does. I'll say Spider's phone has an external speaker playing it.
Nice.
Gravedigger, 6 aggravated, coming at you.
Quick question, because I was going to try and dodge because I've got multiple actions, so I said why not. I have that rote on me that basically I'm always more slightly to the left, so it would knock 3 successes off there to hit roll.
Does not apply in this case.
Okay, awesome sauces.
Fucking ag monkeys, the lot of them.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you get this. They're here to kill us.
Yes, I
Yeah.
feel the following sentence is once again in my life entirely appropriate.
I'm on
Gravedigger,
one.
spike
I'm
magic.
on one. I'm on 1 remaining hitbox. Oh dear.
Oh,
You will be missed.
Well, not by the second assailant, he won't be.
Yeah, no, obviously that fucker's got your name.
He is also going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I believe at this
And-
point the song "The Devil's Got Your Number" from the musical Blood Brothers is about right.
No, my concern is if he dies right now, how do we get out of the Shadowland even if we win?
I need. Okay, hold on, guys. Whenever I'm doing my actions, keep it to side chat, please.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, dude.
That way we can move this along. It's just a thing because I'm trying to
Yeah, you
move this quickly. That's another 6 aggravated coming at you, Gravedigger.
Yeah, can I die cinematically?
If you want, yeah.
I'll roll my soak just on the off chance I
Yeah.
get 7 successes. Oh look, I didn't get 7 successes. So Gravedigger kind of, he kind of smiles as he opens his arms, and the shot just goes through his chest. At which point, there's kind of a shower of blood that comes from his mouth as he collapses to one knee, and then falls headfirst down. And because we're in the Shadowlands, those of you who could see it, his wraith will rise up from his body and give the technocrats the finger before being dragged away for his eternal suffering somewhere.
Curse you! I was going to try and use electricity to reanimate you.
Anywho, Pyro, your go.
Right. In that case, let's see. Okay, I should be able to do this. I'm going to attempt to basically lower the air temperature to as close to as basically trying to suck the heat out of everything.
Okay.
all right.
Because my logic is, we ain't getting out of here at this stage.
No.
We've lost Gravedigger. Might as well die turning these fuckers into icicles.
There is the other option. I mean, if you're hell bent on we're going to die, you could just shoot yourself in the head.
Fuck that.
No, we're going to take these bastards with us. So, this would again be vulgar with witnesses. Actually, no.
No, this is coincidental.
Yeah.
You are in another plane of existence.
Yeah, the rules don't apply here.
So in that case, it's diff 4.
Did you?
Then spend willpower. So that would be 4 successes. Let's see, how big of a change does that affect, or do I want to keep casting and just?
I will tell you this. Their premium layer of the armor took away 3 successes.
Fuck. Right. Tiger,
Yes, sir.
do the wraiths around us? Because I'm assuming there are some nearby. Do they appear to be able to understand anything that's going on?
Could you repeat the question? You cut out a little bit.
If there are any wraiths nearby, do they appear able to understand what is going on?
There aren't any race around, which is weird because Gravedigger brought his dudes.
Ah, fuck. Right. So air got colder by. Well, I think it's hang on. How much does it go by? Probably maybe a 10 degrees lower temperature.
Okay.
So there's been a fairly sudden temperature drop. And aside from that, I've achieved nothing.
Man,
If I may be fanatic, I'm just going to yell over to Spider, shoot the bastards. And I think, yeah, this is where like all of us learning spirit would have been damn helpful. All right, Tiger, bring it on.
Okay. Hard suit number 3 will be going after you, Pyro.
Yes. I'm not able to soak ag with straight stamina, am I?
No, unless you have an effect up that says you can.
Right here then. Roll.
That is 8 ag.
I'm dead.
Okay. After that, it is Spider.
I'll say because I assume this is my Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid moment.
Like more like going for the OK Corral.
No, that's what I mean. The end of the movie where they, or Thelma and Louise, if you're more familiar with that bit of cinema.
Yeah.
I draw my pistols, I spin them, take a deep breath, and I accept what comes next. Or muttering something cryptic and sufficiently action movie equivalent. So I guess I'm just gonna try and dump all my actions. Just try and use them all in the vain hope that I'm sure even if I shoot these guys, I think I'm done.
No, I will point out, like, normally when you take extra actions, you declare you're taking them, and then at the end of the round you get them, but you're last in initiative order. So.
Well, no. Oh yeah, he's last. So yeah.
All right. So, where are you? I'm looking for my shooting ability. Where are you? Social. Why am I missing? There we go. Firearms. So it's 4 and 4. That's 8. With a specialty in this. So I cock one pistol. Should be a 44 mag or heavy revolver. Hashtag 8D10. No, is it a D, not an S? 10. What's the difficulty I'm doing for this?
It's standard.
Was that 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, four successes. Go ahead and roll for damage. They cannot dodge since they've already taken their actions.
How much damage is that for the? I don't know the thing off the top of my head. The heavy revolver.
Let me double check. I think it's 5 starting off, but I'm gonna double check so I'm not telling you wrong.
Yeah. That's
I think
also
it depends if it's a heavy or a light pistol.
It's a heavy.
Yeah.
A heavy revolver actually does 6 starting off.
Okay.
So 6 plus your rollover, which is, I believe, 3. So you roll 9 damage.
10. What's the difference, or what's the threshold for that? Same thing, standard, or?
It's standard, and ones do not subtract from damage rolls.
Okay. So.
But 10s do double, don't they?
Yeah. No. So. 1.
1. Oh, no, you've got.
1.
One's
Oh,
not subtract from what I see.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they soaked 6.
Okay. Shoot again, or what? Or so what, I have 3 more actions.
Yeah, you have your extra action, so you can choose to do with them what you want to.
Okay, so I assume I pop a shot right into a guy's torso, or even his head, depending on however narratively you want to describe it. I don't know if the bullet bounces off or just he's still standing.
You can see the bullet like kind of ping off.
Okay, this sounds cowardly, but you know what? I spend the next 3 simply running as fast as I can in one direction.
That's our
Okay.
spider.
Head, shush.
I know, my
Right.
Wraith is
Oh,
full of nostalgia going, well done!
So that's all 3 of my actions. I just run as fast as I can.
Okay. What is your dexterity?
Dexterity is 4.
4? Okay, because it does depend on that for how fast you can run.
Okay.
And when you're flat out running, it's 20 plus 3 times dexterity, so 32 yards, which means you can run 96 yards.
I ran a football field.
Yeah, in about 3 seconds. Congratulations.
Look at
We
the
now
Alright.
find that the range of these weapons is much greater than a football.
Oh no! Look, man, I don't doubt that. But
yeah, the range is going to turn out to be like 93 yards. Sorry,
look,
97.
it could be 100 yards. That's a pretty standard range.
Mhm. But yeah, it sadly is, so they'll take a shot.
Yep.
It's away, so it'll increase the difficulty a little bit at least.
Hooray!
If only I had just spent all 4.
Yeah, you might have outrun them.
Okay, to Ag.
I don't think I can absorb that.
You had armor, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
I did give you 7. Unless no, enchantments don't fade away, or enhancements on things don't fade away when you die, do they?
Correct.
Okay, so what would that be? What am I, or what's my equation for this?
You have 7 points of armor, so it's just roll 7d10.
Yep.
Okay.
And ones won't subtract on this either.
And for every success you get more than 2 successes, you've beaten their attack.
So I assume also what's it called? Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Hey.
You soak 1. You take an
No,
L.
he soaked both.
I soaked.
Ones don't subtract. Soaked both of them.
Yay!
Keep running.
I will.
It is other dude's turn. He misses. Third dude's turn. Yeah, 2. Ooh. That's a problem. So, not that anybody can really tell at this point, given that Spider's busy running the fuck away and the other 2 are dead. But third dude's gun starts smoking
Nice.
Oh,
because he botched.
okay.
Right, so he's not. So now Spider's another 96 yards.
No, I only had those 4. I think I spent all of them, so I think that's now. I just do 1.
32 yards. So that
Yeah.
would put you at 128 yards.
So yeah.
And running like a bitch.
Well, I didn't die like a bitch, so you know.
Not yet. You are in the Shadowlands, and you don't really
Oh,
have
I
to
am in
wait.
the Shadowlands. I don't. I really don't.
We died in war, effectively. You're gonna die of dehydration in about a week.
No.
Actually-
I do have 1 in spirit. Can I get a message to another mage outside of the Shadowlands?
If you can navigate to where they are, yes.
He's also. I will point out. You're also probably not out of range of these guns yet. These are technocratic super weapons.
This is true, but I am running very fast. So okay, so I'm gonna keep running, just trying to get away from them. What how do you want to this?
I love the fact Tiger is going to be sipping wine while he plots our doom.
Oh, no, I have to drive later, and I have the rule, if I'm driving at all, no alcohol, period. But, sorry, I'm looking up the acclamation, because that's a thing.
Oh yeah, because he'll slowly turn into a wraith, won't he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you might have made some wraith friends by the time you die, Caleb.
Want to go on record and say, why didn't we just run?
That's what
What?
I was saying.
No, Anthony, you really weren't. Now,
Yeah, he did say it.
I did. Just before we passed into the Shadowlands, I was saying, let's just run in the other direction.
anyway, it's
So-
okay.
Spider will notice an energy blast going way above his head. And then it'll be Dude Man 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. 8 coming at you.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, if it's 8 egg, I might be able to survive this, but you know.
Yep. You have to get, I'd say, at least 2 successful so.
Yeah, if I get 2, then I can keep running. But dear God.
well, bear in mind, wound penalties will start to kick in on how far you can run.
yeah.
But he can still run.
You can also spend willpower to ignore those one penalties
Yeah. So
for a little while.
I'm going to try and escape as hard as I can. That maybe Master Gao, he knew that we were going to be doing a thing.
No, he didn't.
Master.
Oh.
Fucking
Oh. Oh, that's not. Why didn't you tell anybody, buddy? That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey. 4. Okay, so you took 4 ag, and it is the Part 3 is going to
Blow up, please.
he's getting away from the others.
No. Go back. Don't be
He's
a
not
dick.
moving. He's not moving towards you. He's just getting away from the others because he knows.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Spider.
I run. I am running.
Okay.
They may have technocratic super weapons, but I have physical distance, and I don't think they have correspondence on their side.
Okay, you're now 160 yards away.
You're also carrying 5 act damage.
I'm
Yeah.
carrying 4.
Yeah.
No, you
yeah.
took 1 in a previous round of shooting, did you not?
No,
No, he didn't. He took
So,
both of them.
Okay, cool. Run, Spider, run!
run.
I mean, the other two are going to try and shoot
I
you.
like the idea that Pyro and Gravedigger's ghosts are just drifting along going, run, buddy, run, you can make it!
Apparently mine's being eaten and or raped by wraiths, according to Brett, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would point out you've pissed off enough of them. Me and Pyro didn't mess with those spirits, bro.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm
Spider, 4 ag.
What?
4 aggravated.
Huh. Well, I beat 4 last time.
Yep.
Let's see.
Soak at least 2.
Hey.
Holy crap.
Well, it says, hey!
No, why
Hey,
couldn't we get
Lamau.
rolls like that earlier?
Fight! Fate knew I'm innocent in all this.
Okay. So, your turn again. I'm assuming you're just running.
Running, just running.
This will be the last turn in combat one way or another, because after this they won't be able to shoot you anymore
Okay,
if you survive.
Oh, dude, now you've said that.
that's fine. No, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm okay with that. I did everything in my power to survive.
So the other two
Spider
guns
just
start
keep
smoking
like-
as well.
So technically, due to my superior tactics, I killed them all.
Technically, yes, Congratulations.
Hey.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and narrate this out. Boom, boom, boom. They all
There's no way that my wraith friend can help me, is there? Dear Pyro.
Oh, Pyro's getting dragged away too.
Oh.
I didn't make any bargains with anyone.
At least, I will point out, at least I won't be lonely in hell.
I never said he was getting dragged to where you are, Gravedigger. Chill the fuck out.
I'm not going to fucking Sigia. Leave me the fuck alone. I will not be turned into an ashtray, you bastards.
But Caleb, if you have cosmology, you can try to navigate your way to somebody.
Is that a skill?
Yes.
I don't have.
Cosmology is a knowledge.
Okay, well, either way, like I don't have that. I don't think I do.
Okay, if you don't have it, then you can't roll, so you're just kind of stuck.
Could I make some sort of chance die to just, in the vain hope of something?
Stumble your way out.
You know what? I'll give it to you. If you get a 10, I'll say you navigate your way to somewhere that you can get across.
My knowledges are Esoterica 2 and Occult 2. Would either one?
So yeah, go and roll your chance. Because this is something you specifically need cosmology for.
Yeah, but what's asking, like, if I could sense of wandering into some help.
Yeah, I'm saying like you can roll your chance die. If you get a 10, then you navigate your way.
And if you get a 1, you accidentally wander into the city.
I got a 4.
No luck.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I blame Gravedigger with my final breath.
Fuck you, Gravedigger.
I'll actually say very sadly he's kind of slumped against something. He lights like a final cigarette with his shaking hands. Kind of a tear rolls down his cheek as he's like, "You arrogant bastard." It's sad. It's a sad scene.
Yeah, I can dig it. Since nobody can do anything else, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you, players, for playing. I think this is very fitting. This is my final scene as a Mage ST, and I finally fucking got rid of the hollow ones.
Oh, excuse me!
Whatever we come back as will be 10 times more annoying.
Hey, you know what? You know what? It won't be my fucking problem, because I won't be Mage ST anymore.
No!
I'm gonna find you.
We'll find you.
Mo.
We'll do it. Okay.
Anyway.
Venue to venue.
Thank you guys for playing. It's been fun. As much shit as I talk, you guys did a lot of shit that made things fun and made interesting plot. So yeah, thanks players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. If there are any or any in the future, I don't fucking know. This has been the final Hong Kong House of Cards Mage Edition.